How can a symbol of hate, born within the brutal confines of prison walls, extend its grip far beyond concrete and steel, reaching into the heart of society? This is the unsettling reality of the Aryan Brotherhood, a white supremacist prison gang and organized crime syndicate that has terrorized the United States for decades. Its story is one of violence, racial hatred, and a chilling disregard for human life. The Aryan Brotherhood, often abbreviated as AB or the Brand, emerged in the 1960s, a time of social upheaval and racial tension in America. The group's founders, a collection of disaffected white inmates, sought to establish dominance within the California prison system. They were united by a shared ideology rooted in white supremacy, anti-Semitism, and a deep-seated hatred for people of color. From its inception, the AB was characterized by extreme violence. Members earned their place through acts of brutality, targeting other inmates and prison staff. Their reputation for ruthlessness spread quickly, instilling fear and establishing their dominance within the prison system. The AB's influence went beyond mere intimidation. They sought control over the prison black market, engaging in drug trafficking, extortion, and gambling. Their emblem, a shamrock intertwined with the letters AB, became a chilling symbol of their reign of terror. It marked the presence of a group that thrived on violence and racial hatred, a constant reminder of the danger they posed within the prison walls. But the AB's reach wouldn't be confined to the penitentiary system. Their influence, like a malignant tumor, would soon metastasize, extending its tendrils into the outside world. The birthplace of the Aryan Brotherhood was San Quentin State Prison, a notorious California penitentiary known for its harsh conditions and violent atmosphere. In 1964, a group of Irish bikers, led by a man named Barry Mills, formed a gang within the prison calling themselves the Diamond Tooth Gang. They targeted black inmates, aiming to establish racial dominance within the prison. As the Diamond Tooth Gang gained notoriety for its brutality, it attracted other white inmates who shared their racist ideology. The gang evolved, shedding its biker roots and embracing a broader white supremacist doctrine. They adopted the name Aryan Brotherhood, reflecting their belief in the superiority of the white race and their commitment to violent white separatism. The AB's rise coincided with a period of significant change in the American prison system. Racial tensions were high, fueled by the civil rights movement and the growing presence of black and Hispanic inmates. The AB capitalized on these tensions, positioning themselves as protectors of the white race within the prison walls. Their brutal tactics and unwavering commitment to white supremacy quickly established them as a force to be reckoned with. They orchestrated attacks on rival gangs, enforced their dominance through fear and intimidation, and established a lucrative criminal network within the prison system. The AB's rise to power was swift and bloody, marking the beginning of their reign of terror that would span decades. The Aryan Brotherhood symbolism is a chilling reflection of their ideology. Their primary emblem, the shamrock intertwined with the letters AB, is a potent symbol of their white supremacist beliefs. The shamrock, typically associated with Irish heritage, is appropriated by the AB to represent their claim to a white racial identity. The letters AB are more than just an abbreviation. They signify the group's name and serve as a constant reminder of their presence. The intertwining of the shamrock and the letters AB creates a powerful visual representation of their commitment to white supremacy, a symbol that has become synonymous with fear and violence within the prison system. Beyond the shamrock, the AB utilizes a range of other symbols drawn from Nazi Germany and Norse mythology. The swastika, a symbol of Nazi ideology, is frequently used by AB members, reflecting their admiration for Hitler's regime and their belief in white racial purity. Norse runes, particularly the Algiz rune, are also commonly seen in AB tattoos and insignia. The Algiz rune, often associated with protection and strength, is adopted by the AB as a symbol of their power and resilience. These symbols are not mere decorations, they are potent expressions of the AB's ideology. They serve as a visual language, communicating their commitment to white supremacy, their glorification of violence, and their unwavering belief in the superiority of the white race. They are a chilling reminder of the dangers posed by the AB, both within the prison system and beyond. Membership in the Aryan Brotherhood is not entered into lightly. It demands a blood oath, a solemn vow of loyalty and secrecy that binds members to the group's code of conduct. This oath is not a mere formality, it is a life sentence, a commitment to the AB's ideology and its violent methods. The oath emphasizes absolute loyalty to the Brotherhood, demanding obedience to its leaders and adherence to its rules. It requires members to prioritize the AB's interests above all else, including personal freedom and even their own lives. Betrayal is met with swift and brutal retribution, ensuring that members remain fearful of breaking their oath. Violence is not just a tool of the AB, it is an integral part of their identity. The oath obligates members to engage in violence on behalf of the Brotherhood, whether it be attacking rival gangs, silencing informants, or carrying out orders from AB leadership. This commitment to violence is what makes the AB so dangerous. They are not afraid to kill, and they view violence as a necessary means to achieve their goals. The blood oath is the foundation of the AB's power. It ensures loyalty, enforces secrecy, and perpetuates a culture of violence. It is a chilling reminder that the AB is not just a group of individuals, it is a tightly knit organization bound by an unbreakable code of conduct, a code that places violence and racial hatred at its core. For decades, the Aryan Brotherhood operated with near impunity within the prison system. Their reign of terror seemed unstoppable, their violence unchecked. But in the late 1990s, the federal government launched a major investigation aimed at dismantling the AB's criminal network. This operation, known as Operation Smokecreek, would prove to be a turning point in the fight against the Aryan Brotherhood. Operation Smokecreek involved undercover agents infiltrating the AB, gathering evidence of their criminal activities and building a case against their leadership. It was a risky operation, requiring agents to immerse themselves in the AB's world of violence and hatred. The agents faced constant danger, knowing that discovery could mean a swift and brutal death. The operation culminated in a series of raids and arrests, targeting high-ranking AB members across the country. The evidence gathered during Operation Smokecreek was overwhelming, revealing the true extent of the AB's criminal enterprise. They were charged with a litany of crimes, including drug trafficking, extortion, murder, and conspiracy. Operation Smokecreek marked a significant victory in the fight against the Aryan Brotherhood. It crippled their leadership, disrupted their criminal networks, and sent a clear message that their reign of terror would not be tolerated. However, the AB was far from defeated. Their ideology remained entrenched within the prison system, and new leaders emerged to take the place of those who had been incarcerated. The Aryan Brotherhood's history is littered with names that evoke fear and revulsion. Men who embraced the group's ideology and rose through its ranks, leaving a trail of violence and misery in their wake. These are the faces of evil, the individuals who embodied the AB's brutality and ruthlessness. Barry Mills, one of the AB's founding members, was a charismatic and ruthless leader. Known as the Baron, Mills ruled the AB with an iron fist, orchestrating numerous acts of violence and solidifying the group's control over the prison drug trade. He was convicted of multiple murders and sentenced to life in prison, where he continued to exert influence over the AB until his death in 2018. Tyler Bingham, another prominent AB figure, was known for his intelligence and organizational skills. He played a key role in expanding the AB's criminal enterprise beyond prison walls, establishing connections with outside criminal organizations and facilitating drug trafficking operations. While the Aryan Brotherhood originated within the prison system, its influence extends far beyond the confines of concrete and steel. The AB has established connections with outside criminal organizations, creating a network that facilitates drug trafficking, weapons smuggling, and other illegal activities. The AB's reach into the outside world is driven by several factors. Members who are released from prison often maintain their ties to the Brotherhood, using their connections to establish criminal enterprises in the free world. The AB also actively recruits new members from outside the prison system, targeting individuals who share their white supremacist ideology and are willing to engage in violence. The AB's outside operations are often intertwined with motorcycle gangs and other white supremacist groups. These alliances provide the AB with additional manpower, resources, and access to criminal networks. The result is a dangerous nexus of hate and criminality, capable of wreaking havoc on society. The AB's ability to operate beyond prison walls poses a significant challenge for law enforcement. Their criminal activities are often hidden from view, conducted through a network of trusted associates and shrouded in secrecy. The AB's willingness to use violence makes investigating their activities incredibly dangerous, as informants and witnesses face the constant threat of retaliation. Section 8. A criminal enterprise: drugs, extortion, and murder. The Aryan Brotherhood is more than just a hate group. It is a sophisticated criminal enterprise with a vast network of operations. They are involved in a wide range of illegal activities, including drug trafficking, extortion, money laundering, and murder for hire. These criminal enterprises are not simply a means of generating revenue, they are integral to the AB's power and influence. Drug trafficking is a cornerstone of the AB's criminal operations. They control drug distribution networks both inside and outside prison walls, moving large quantities of methamphetamine, cocaine, heroin, and other illicit substances. This lucrative trade provides the AB with a steady stream of income, which they use to fund their activities and expand their influence. Extortion is another key source of income for the AB. They use threats of violence to intimidate individuals and businesses, demanding payment in exchange for protection or to avoid harm. Their reputation for brutality makes these threats highly effective, instilling fear in their victims and ensuring compliance with their demands. Murder is not just a tool of intimidation for the AB, it is a core part of their business. They carry out contract killings, eliminate rivals, and silence informants with chilling efficiency. Their willingness to use lethal violence sets them apart from other criminal organizations, making them a formidable force in the underworld. Section 9. The War Within. Internal conflicts and power struggles. Despite their outward appearance of unity, the Aryan Brotherhood is not immune to internal conflicts. Power struggles, personal rivalries, and disagreements over strategy have led to violence and division within the group. These internal conflicts, while often hidden from public view, can have a significant impact on the AB's operations and stability. One of the most common sources of conflict within the AB is the struggle for leadership. The AB is a hierarchical organization with power concentrated in the hands of a select few. Ambitious members often vie for positions of authority, leading to power struggles that can erupt into violence. These conflicts can destabilize the AB, disrupt their criminal enterprises, and create opportunities for law enforcement to exploit their vulnerabilities. Another source of conflict is disagreements over strategy. The AB is not a monolithic entity. Different factions within the group may have different ideas about how to achieve their goals. Some members may advocate for a more aggressive approach, while others may favor a more cautious and strategic approach. These disagreements can lead to tension and infighting, undermining the AB's effectiveness. Internal conflicts can also arise from personal rivalries and vendettas. In a world defined by violence and betrayal, grudges are common and forgiveness is rare. Personal disputes can quickly escalate into violence, creating a climate of fear and distrust within the AB. Section 10. The Aryan Brotherhood today, a persistent threat. Despite decades of law enforcement efforts, the Aryan Brotherhood remains a potent force in the American criminal landscape. They have proven to be a resilient and adaptable organization, capable of weathering crackdowns, internal conflicts, and the incarceration of their leaders. The AB's ideology of hate continues to attract new recruits, ensuring its survival and perpetuating its threat. The AB's presence is still felt acutely within the prison system. They continue to exert control over prison yards, engage in drug trafficking, and carry out acts of violence against rival gangs and inmates who defy their authority. Their influence extends beyond prison walls, as released members maintain their ties to the Brotherhood and establish criminal enterprises in the outside world. The AB's adaptability is one of its greatest strengths. They have learned to operate effectively despite increased law enforcement scrutiny, utilizing encrypted communications, coded language, and a network of trusted associates to conduct their activities. Their decentralized structure makes them difficult to target, as the removal of one leader often leads to the emergence of another. The continuing threat posed by the Aryan Brotherhood is a stark reminder of the enduring power of hate and extremism. Their ideology, rooted in white supremacy and racial hatred, continues to resonate with a segment of the population, providing them with a steady stream of new recruits. As long as this ideology persists, the AB will likely remain a dangerous force in American society. Section 11. The Unending Fight: Combating Hate and Extremism. The fight against the Aryan Brotherhood is not just a matter of law enforcement, it is a battle against the ideology of hate that fuels their existence. Combating this ideology requires a multifaceted approach, addressing the root causes of extremism and promoting tolerance and understanding. Law enforcement agencies play a critical role in disrupting the AB's criminal networks, investigating their activities, and bringing its members to justice. However, law enforcement alone cannot solve the problem. Addressing the root causes of extremism requires a broader societal effort. Education is a powerful tool in the fight against hate. By teaching young people about the dangers of extremism, promoting critical thinking skills, and fostering empathy and understanding, we can help prevent individuals from being drawn into the AB's web of hate. Community engagement is also essential. By building bridges between different communities, promoting dialogue and understanding, and creating opportunities for positive interaction, we can counter the AB's message of division and hatred. The fight against the Aryan Brotherhood is an ongoing struggle, requiring vigilance, determination, and a commitment to creating a more just and equitable society. It is a fight that demands our collective effort as we work to build a world where hate and extremism have no place.